everyone, this is Odile from Evening of Light, and welcome to the first episode of Tape Girlfriend, in which I will review a variety of tapes, both old and new. Now, I want to start this first one with a tape that's very special to me, namely the original Thorr's Hammer tape from 1996. So why is this always the first one I play whenever I move to a new place? Well, mostly it's sort of become a tradition for me now to always just slam this one on, but I can usually listen to this and just feel good. It's an absolute classic of doomy death metal, of extremely slow, kind of straightforward, simple, brutish death metal, as they call it on the tape themselves. Dedicated to the spirit of nihilistic death metal and those few whom uphold it, I quote. This one sounds so heavy because it's got these dual down-tuned guitars and the bass on top of it, and incredibly punchy, crushing drums. And one of the main features of this band is the vocalist, Runhild Gammelsetter, who has later also worked with Sun and related acts. We'll get back to that soon, but she's one of the first ladies that I came across when delving into the metal world who does really brutal vocals next to some more clean vocals that you just heard. And well, let's just listen to a little bit off of the second track as well, called Thorr. This tape around 20 years ago, a little less, and that's exactly the period when I was getting deep into extreme doom metal, so you can kind of understand why this struck a note with me. So I already mentioned Greg Anderson and Stephen O'Malley as being part of these bands, and you probably know those guys a bit better from stuff they went on to do. Anderson is the founder of Southern Lord Records, and Stephen O'Malley and Anderson together founded Sun, Sun. So that's kind of a cool lineage there, but it feels like it all started with this little tape to me. And actually the CD reissue of the tape was the very first release on Southern Lord in 1998. So it's in many ways a foundational piece of extreme and especially doom and death metal history as well. So that's a bunch of reasons why I just like this tape very much. In a bit, we're going to be listening to the outro from the very final track, which as a drummer is just something special to me, and you're going to hear why in a bit. Now, if you want to listen to the full version of this tape, you're in luck because you can get it you can set your own price for it on the Southern Lord Bandcamp site, and I will link to that in the description down below as well. This tape itself is pretty rare at this point, but you could go looking for it and put down a wad of cash, but really just getting the digital version will give you a pretty nice idea of what this stuff is all about and will be a nice addition to your digital collection. Now, I have a bunch of more tapes in my collection, and I've got some in the mail coming, so there's going to be plenty of other tapes to talk about in the future. And if you like this format, if you're a tape lover, or at least if you don't mind hearing about tapes and you want to support the channel, please just leave a comment and like and subscribe here, and you can follow Evening of Light on Twitter as well. We also have a Patreon where you can support the making of these videos and various radio and DJ shows that I'm putting out. I will put the links for those in the description as well, and you'll be able to see them on your screen during the outro. And thanks to my existing Patreon supporters as well, you can see them in a bit. For now, we are going to listen to that brilliant outro from the track Dommedagsnatt, the final one from this original tape. Thank you for being here with me again, and see you next time. Seriously, when do you get a drum and vocal outro?